Bite my tongue? Never. See, what they don't know is they're tuning in to DBYC podcast, and I'm just discovering the world around me.
Taisha, I love you.
It be like God is telling you to keep going.
You quit on yourself, you really down bad.
Tune in Wednesdays at 7 o'clock Eastern Time.
All right, what's up, everybody? Y'all tune in to DBYC podcast with your host, Taisha, and we're back. So, we went from the healing to therapeutic vibes. Now we on Black Hearted. So, who we on the game? What happened? What is that? What does that mean to you?
My heart is really red. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying most hearts are red. Feel me?
Yeah.
So Black Hearted is different from therapeutic. It all corresponds with each other. But therapeutic, like I said, music is my therapy. So therapeutic is pretty much me explaining my struggles that I've been through. Song by song, telling a story. Black Heart is like, people say, oh, you cold-hearted and this, that, and third. But a cold heart is kind of like a dead heart. You know what I'm saying? So Black Hearted was kind of my definition of a cold heart.
Mm-hmm.
Black version. You know what I'm saying? That's a good question. So, pretty much me explaining to the people an emotional side of me. A deeper side of me that sometimes you can't explain to certain people. But I feel like a lot of people will listen to you better if it's in music form, especially if they like what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I pretty much express a lot of my emotional feelings into that song, into that album I made.
Because when I was looking through, I was going in order and everything. I was like, so my boy was healing. Then he got a little therapy, but then he turned around and just went.
Because the healing process, like I said earlier, the healing process was based off me trying to heal from my stepmom loss.
Right.
She died in 2009, but I wasn't doing music back then. I was still a kid, really. So when I really started doing music, that's when the healing process really came around. That was probably like my second or third tape I dropped.
Yeah.
That I took serious though. So once I was healing from that, then I got better, therapeutic. So, oh wow, I'm starting to find my sound, my voice. Music is going to be my therapy. That's why I named it therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Now when we moved to Black Hearted, that's when, as I got older, I started going through a lot of adult issues, a lot of struggling, a lot of wanting to be able to do certain things, but I can't. A lot of having a child during the pandemic that fucks up. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the kids ain't cheap. So I'm going through my personal issues, and then now I got a child. That's on the way. Now I got a child that was born. Well, he was born. He's 2 now, so it's like a lot of things changed for me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I had to get myself together. So now, since I know therapeutic, music is therapeutic to me, it's like now I'm finna explain to the world why I was shutting out the world. Now I'm finna explain to people why I might have mistreated certain people, and why I've been cold-hearted to a lot of people, because I healed, and now that I found music is my therapy, now I can open up and express to you why I was healing, what I was really going through in the healing process. The healing process, I didn't explain to everybody the deep stuff, because I didn't really know how to really write it in music form. But now I know how to express myself story-wise. So Black Hearted really one of my favorite albums. Mind you, Therapeutic sold over 1,200 copies.
Okay.
By me being independent and by me not seeing that much support, that's a lot to me.
Right.
Black Hearted did even better, which sold over 1,400 copies.
Okay.
That's great because my new album did better than my last album.
Right, that's progress.
Right. So now I have an album called Welcome to My World. That's a different vibe. It's an R&B type vibe.
Ooh.
As you know, the song We Belong Together by Mariah Carey, I remixed that, which is out right now, Apple Music. I have stuff like that. R&B remakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when people play my music, it's going to be like that song called Lovers and Friends.
Yeah.
More Money, More Problems. Stuff like that. I remade those hit R&B songs in my own little twist. But explaining different ways to love, how you're supposed to treat somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just giving people a different vibe from me, which they still gonna get some street shit on there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I figured.
Right. Like the song that's out right now that I just dropped, YCB Flow. The song isn't out, but the video's out on YouTube.
That it is.
Right. That's gonna be on there. but it's gonna be a good vibe song. So when people be like, oh, I didn't expect him to take the R&B route, because a lot of people are used to my street stuff and my struggle stuff. Now I'm having fun with it. So this is gonna be an album to it's like, oh, okay, I can play at family cookouts, family functions, get-togethers, field days, no matter where you at, you can play some of the songs.
Can't wait till my field day. But not like when I'm listening, I like your sad songs. I like your sad songs. Like I like your little hood songs or whatever. But you know, I'm a suburban princess, so you know, I'm into the sappy stuff.
Right, because a lot of women can relate to that.
Yeah.
You had to realize the reason why, for example, Neo, Chris Brown, Usher,
Genuine.
My mama loves Genuine. But it's a reason why Trey Songz, it's a reason why a lot of those dudes are where they at now. Because they don't make songs for us. They make songs for women because sex sells.
Yeah.
So it's like, they be like, okay, Pesso made a street song who the street niggas can relate to. But the women don't do some of the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
But let me start talking about how you kiss on a woman's body and treat them. Females are gonna like that. They're gonna gravitate to that. They're gonna want more from you when it comes to that, because sex sells.
They see a more sensual side of you. So it's like,
right.
It's not always like, are you gonna run up in this house?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? They seeing a deeper emotional side of
it's
me.
like, oh, he got feelings.
Right.
Oh, that's attractive. Because that's
exactly.
what a lot of people look
and
for.
that sells.
Yes,
because guess what? The dudes don't really buy. Like I told you, when you had asked me, did I listen to Chris Brown when his Chris Brown's album? And I said no. You know why? Because he doesn't make songs for us dudes like that. He makes songs for women. Why do they get paid? Because women sell out shows. Women come to the club.
Women gonna bring their men to the show.
Right. So if I got a show and a female be like, oh, I like his songs that he doing, she gonna bring her homegirls out.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes go to the club to see the women. So if the dudes see the women jamming to my songs, they gonna tune in.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The women bring the money. The women bring the dudes. That's when you have dude fans. You see what I'm saying? So it starts with the women.
You know what's crazy though? I have that exact opposite reaction. So on my podcast, my majority of my people are male. Ain't that crazy?
It is crazy. You know why? Because
it's his voice, baby.
And the things that you talk about, men need to hear.
Man.
Women are stubborn, so they don't want to hear another woman explain something. The truth hurts. But men sit here and listen and be like, I see why I'm acting like this. Or I see why. Also, why my woman acting like this? Or why she not expressing herself? Because you're giving us a female's point of view.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You can't give us a male point of view because you're not a man.
Exactly.
So you giving us a podcast based off how women feel and how dudes got to start appreciating and respecting and understanding a woman's train of thought and a woman's mindset. So what you're doing is on the right track.
It's like, and on that same note, it's like 3 categories, like men, women, Taisha. So,
right.
So it's like, it's a lot of things that a lot of women not gonna like that I say, because I'm not gonna bash a man. I have 5 brothers of my own, so it's like I've done seen them be treated any type of way, every type of way, because I got 5 of them. I mean, I'm gonna see a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I say, oh, not all men are bad, some women be like, how could you say that? Why would you do that? Every man that I've been with, X, Y, and Z. And it's like, well, those are people that you're attracting, because you got to actually look inside yourself, because
you are what you attract.
Come on.
So it's like, if you out here wearing half naked clothes because you know you got ass and titties and all that, and you wearing that and you show it on your cleavage, a dude gonna see them like, oh wow, she got a nice figure, got ass out. So you can't be mad at him for trying to talk to you because he want to hit. That's how you portray yourself.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But the females are like classy, keep themselves nice up the part, wear their clothes, respectful. If a dude comes to talk to them, I'm not gonna say 9 times out of 10. It can be like a 7 or 8 out of 10. They genuinely want to have a conversation with them because you're not showing them nothing. So they can't picture.
Ain't nothing to see.
I'm saying, but they can't picture with their eyes.
Exactly.
If a female got their ass and titties out, a man can picture. They can visualize what they look without it, because you already showing us.
Yeah, you already halfway there.
Right, but if you got your clothes on, you got some business about yourself, and you respect yourself as a woman, we can't visualize nothing we can't see.
I mean, like, because what they say men are attracted to what they see and women are attracted to what they hear.
There
so
you go.
It's a crazy dynamic, but like, I ain't even gonna cap. Gee, he really did something for me. Because I'm like, for a dude to like me, he gotta actually talk to me for real, because I don't have a lot of things that most men are looking for.
Right.
They want the slim, thick, all that other. I ain't got all that. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
So they talking to you, they have to have a conversation with you, then they gonna like you and love you for you.
You got to.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what it is. But we're gonna reel it back. Top 3 songs from this project. What are your favorite and why?
From which one?
Black Hearted.
Top 3 songs. Be the Man. Be the Man. Why? Because it's pretty much. You could play that song with my son here, 15 years old. You can play that song and he can understand. Like, I see why my dad do what he do. I can see why my dad is hard on us the way he is. I can see why my dad might not be home like that the way he is, because he wants us to be a man. He's trying to put us into position to where we can fly and flourish and not have to go through what he go through. They're not going to be fed with a silver spoon. You got to get out here and work like all of us do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to make sure that you don't struggle as hard as I did.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure you ain't got to go from school to school, house to house, because daddy done built a foundation for you to where you can grow and you can, you know what I'm saying? You can be stable and comfortable. Gutter born baby, because it describes where I came from, and that even if you grew up in the gutter, the trenches, you can still make it out. A lot of people die there. A lot of people stay there, but it's very few that make it out. So for you to be able to make it out and still be able to be a living testimony of what you done been through, it's a blessing to me. Third one, there's so many songs. That's a good question. I think the third one has to be, I like No Hook, but meaningful songs, I like Charge It to the Game. I like Charge It to the Game because no matter what you go through, if you do somebody dirty, you can't get mad if it's done to you back. If you mistreat somebody or you backstabbing somebody, karma comes back around. For anybody that does somebody wrong. So you have to treat others as you want to be treated. So I had to charge to the game. Karma that hit me plenty of times, I had to charge to the game because I done did my dirt. I done mistreated people. So now that it came back on me, it's like, charge to the game. That's just that slogan, charge to the game.
I feel it. So the commonality I'm seeing, timelessness and realness.
That's it.
So, okay. I feel it. What gave you the most difficulty while making this album?
Peace. I wasn't in the right state of mind until I had peace. I had to find my peace. And it was kind of like everything I was going through. I tend to like to make music after I done experienced things in life. If I'm not going through nothing, I don't think I need to talk about. I'm not one of them rappers that's going to rap about any and everything that other people rap about.
Yeah.
If I'm finna make a song, it's based off what I done been through, so I can express to the world what I done been through. So if I'm not going through nothing good or bad, woo, I can't. What I'm gonna rap about?
Well, you know you just like.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna rap about, right? So it's kind of like, for me, peace. I had to find peace within myself. Once I found peace within myself and started loving myself a little more, I love myself, but not how I need to. Once I started doing that, I felt like once I started keying into my creativity and my writing and all that, making songs was just, I was able to express how I felt.
Not like I really feel you, because it's like with it's times where you talk about it. You give your like so much of yourself that you forget about, numero uno. Exactly. And that is really important, because it's like a lady, I be getting my readings and everything. Yeah. But she told me, she's like, you have to focus as much energy as you give out, put it towards yourself. Because these same people that I'm giving my energy to is like, they're not doing nothing for you. And it's like, you know what, you right. It's like I'm wasting all my time and my energy trying to make sure everybody else is good, but am I straight? You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
So if you're not straight, because I explain to people, if I'm not a better version of myself, how can I be a good version for you?
Come on.
If I'm not a better man for myself, I can't be a better father for my kids.
Man.
So it starts God first, then it starts with yourself.
Yeah.
You can't keep putting people before you, because they're not gonna do the same thing for you.
They're not.
So you put people before you, and now they flourishing, they prospering, they flying.
And they got your support right there.
Right. Exactly. But some people will leave you behind.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck in an emotional wreck, depressed because you didn't get yourself together trying to help their ass out. Listen, that depression is serious. That depression, when you messed up mentally, you do a lot of things that you normally wouldn't do. You think about a lot of crazy things. So, especially as black people, try not to get into depression and put people before you. You gotta love yourself first.
Man. At one point, I thought I was like a high functioning person. I don't know, like, I had to be doing something to not remind myself, like, am I actually sad? Like, am I actually going through stuff?
Right.
Like, that's why, but I don't like saying that I'm depressed. I don't like putting that because it comes with
energy into the atmosphere.
Yeah, it comes with a negative connotation.
But
so
it
is
is what it is.
But is it actually what it is, or am I overthinking it? You know what I'm saying?
We tend to overthink a lot of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, a lot.
Dang, that's crazy. So, if you could change anything about this album, what would you change and why?
I want to change it.
Oh, why not?
Because I gave my all. I was myself. There's nothing in that album that I felt like I was portraying to be something that I'm not. So, if I wouldn't change myself, why would I change anything on the album? Because everything on the album is genuinely me. You feel me? I'm not being something that I'm not. I'm not finna rap about riding in the Maybach, and I never even rode in the Maybach. Do I wish I can? Of course. You know how people say speak it to existence, manifest it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to music-wise, people take a lot of things you say serious. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can rap about some street shit like, don't say you from Zone 4 or whatever zone you were from, but you're not from there.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Don't say, oh, I like my women BBW. So then when the BBW hear that song and they come to you, you look like, I don't like fat women. Or I don't like big bone women. They gonna look at you, well, you said in your song, well, I just said that because it sounded good.
Do you have any expectations for the next project that you're dropping?
I expect people to feel like this is one of the greatest products I put out. I expect people to understand the meaning behind Welcome to My World. Pretty much going in depth. Letting people understand, like, we all living in the same world, but in our heads, we all have our own little world. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much welcome to my inner brain.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to my inner thoughts. Welcome to my inner feelings, my inner emotions. Things that a side of me people have never seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Music-wise. I'm saying, exactly. So, yes, people out there, oh, it's just a title. No, it's just meaning behind the title. It's a deeper meaning behind the title. But people aren't intellectual like some of us are. They don't know how to have intellectual conversations. You gotta dumb it down for them. So welcome to my world, it just isn't to welcome to my life. Nah, it's about what's going on up here. You see what I'm saying? That's about.
I'm ready for it.
It'll be fine.
I know you say you're gonna step away from music for a little bit. So what can we expect to see in the future from you? In general.
More interviews.
Oh, okay. Do I get a slice of that? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
More
cool.
interviews. You know what I'm saying? Podcasts. More blogs, like more vlogging and stuff like that.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to where it's like I got, you know what I'm saying, articles written on me and stuff like that. So I want to give people a different side of me besides the music. Now I'm on my black entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I really key in my time and energy to that because I feel like that can also take off and create residual wealth and income for my kids. The company might take over. The company might take off, and you just never know how it could be as my kids get older. You just never know how I can expand. You never know what type of team I can bring. You just never know what can happen. So it's like YCB in general involves everything up under YCB. My music, photography, my clothing brand, anything.
Okay. So do you have any advice for people who want to begin a musical career, musical journey?
Start off with a home studio. Go on YouTube and figure out certain studio equipment. Do your research on different mics have different type of quality. Not all mics are good mics. You know what I'm saying? Me, I have a Rode NT1A mic. One of the best mics in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And it's affordable. You feel me? Make sure you got a mic, audio interface, make sure you got a software, whether it's Pro Tools, Logic, FS Studios, Mixcraft, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get a hold of that. But start off with a home studio, that way you can start teaching yourself.
Yeah.
Learn how to be a jack of all trades. A lot of us tend to don't want to learn nothing, so they want to go pay the next man. But by you putting money in his pocket, you can invest that into yourself. To where the same thing he's doing, you can put that same money into your pocket from other people.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned.
Do you have any closing remarks for my people out there doing this?
Be yourself, love yourself, Like I said, saying my grandma said, if you can see it, you can be it. That's pretty much it.
All right, guys. Well, that was YCB, Pesso, and I'm Taisha, and I promise I won't bite my tongue. Guys, see y'all next time.